back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and today I want to work on these shells. It's a little shell trinket box, and I want to do an ocean theme, but we have to work backwards. So what I want to do is I'm going to mix up 6 ounces of resin, and I believe I'm going to put 4 ounces in here, 2 ounces in here, and then once I get that mixed up and we get the colors going, I'll explain the rest, but let me get the 6 ounces mixed up and I will be right back. Okay, now that I got this resin mixed up, let me get some cups. And let's put 3 ounces in here. And what I want to do is I want to do 2 different blues. I was going to do 3. But this isn't really big enough to do 3 different colors really good. And I don't want it to be real dark. So I'm debating on what colors I want to use. I got 3 different blues here. I do know I want to use, I'm going to see what the sky blue looks like. And I need to get some stuff to mix with. All right, we'll do 2, 3, 4. We'll start off with 4 drops. That's in 3 ounces. And then we're going to mix it. You want to mix it really good because you don't want any of the you don't want it to be streaky. That's a pretty blue. That's a real pretty blue. I'm going to check and see how blue this is, because what I see in the cup may not be what is actually going on. We'll see how dark it is. That's really pale. Let's go a little bit darker. So I did 3. Let's do 1, 2, 3 more. And this is, I'm using the Nic Pro resin dye. This is the sky blue. You want to really mix it because I can see the streaks in there. And because this is an ocean theme one, I'm not really concerned with bubbles. Let's see what we got here now. That's a prettier blue. I'm going to go with that one. I don't want to go darker than that. All right, so that's the sky blue. And now I think I'm going to try this. It's called Olympic blue. I have no idea what color that blue is. Let's see what it looks like on here. I know that's not going to be much. That's a dark blue. Let's see what this one looks like. I'm gonna go with this blue, but not too much. Not the Olympic blue, just the regular Nic Pro blue resin dye. I'm only gonna do, we'll start off with 2 drops. We'll do 3 drops. 1 drop per ounce. Get this stick out. Let's see what color we got going on here. See, I want it darker than that, obviously. So let's do 3 more drops. We'll do 2 drops. I just don't want it getting too dark. I don't want the color getting too dark because I want to do waves. And since we're working backwards, I want the waves to be seen through. I'm gonna try a technique that I've seen others use. See if I can do it. Since we're working backwards, that's the way I want to go. Let's see how dark it is now. That's pretty. Let's see what this one. Those are really pretty. I think I'm gonna do 1 more drop of this blue in here. Just all right. So we did 6 drops of each and 3 ounces. I'm just reminding myself that because I'm going to have to mix up some more. So if I'm doing 2 ounces, 2 drops per ounce, basically, it'd be easier to color match it. Let's see what we got now. Yeah, that's better. Okay, set these down. Oh, I know what I want to do. Hold on. I want to add some sparkle to it. I want to add some of the Dazzling Diamond. Just a little bit. Hit the spoon. I mean, just a tiny bit. I'm not even really sticking the spoon in there. It's just putting the very, I don't know. I just dipped the spoon in whatever was attached to the spoon. That's what I pulled off. Let me get that in there now. So I want some sparkle. This one, I don't think I'm going to stick anything, put anything in there. I might put a little bit of sand up on the top part. This one, I want to put some shells, and I'll show you in a second. So I just got to watch. I got to watch this one because I want this one to gel up a little bit before I'll show you. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. Now, this is at the bottom and this is at the top, so I'm going to turn it this way. And we're going to pour very pretty. Yep. Very, very pretty. Okay. I need an ounce in each cup left. I just want to fill that up like that. I can always come in with some more. Let me wipe these off. Okay, let me get some in here. I don't want too much. So we're going to go top, bottom. Very pretty. Okay, so there is the 2. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to let this one gel up. And once it gels up, I have some shells. I'm not going to put these in there. I have some shells. I have some pearls that I want to stick down in there. And I also have these little fish that I made. I'll just set them down here. Using the blue ones I may not use, but I just used a little mold with some chameleon powder and black resin, and I just made those off to the side. So I'm just gonna let this set, and then I'll come back. I'm gonna come back in about 2 hours and start sticking these shells. Like I'm gonna stick one down there. I got a bunch of little shells here. Some of them I got from the beach in Florida when I was visiting my daughter in Cape Coral, Florida. Some I bought on Amazon. So whatever I have here, I will link, and I will see you in a couple hours. Okay, this is cured. I'm not going to be working with this right now. This right here is done. I'm going to put it to the side. Then when it's ready to demold, we will demold this. I want to work on this. And what I did off camera, actually, I thought I was recording again. It was real late at night and I turned the camera on and I forgot to hit record. My hands are wet from my water. But basically, all I did is I waited for this to thicken up, gel up enough, and I just pushed shells and the little fish. Let's see if I have any more here. Let me get a piece of cardstock so we can see. And that is the little fishy that I did 2 of them and a smaller one. Basically, I just used the chameleon powder and the black pigment in the resin. Made some of those. I have a bunch of them in here. I even did some little koi. At least to me it looks like koi. Aren't these cute? So, and I don't think koi would be appropriate for the, what I'm going here, ocean. This blue may have worked, but I think it was too close to the blue. And all I did there was the same thing. I did chameleon powder and I just poured the clear resin. I didn't do anything else. It's just chameleon powder and clear. But that is my little fishies. So what I want to do now is I want to do some waves. And how I'm going to do that, I'm going to take the UV resin and I'm going to put some in here. And I'm going to take some white pigment. I'm going to make up some pigment. I'm going to spread it around in there. And then I have my little bowl with soap and water. I do have a straw, but I feel the straws, when I blow the bubbles, it makes the bubbles too big. And I'm going to spoon the bubbles onto the resin. I'm going to take my UV light and I'm going to cure it really fast. So, little fish. So that is the plan. I don't know how well it will work. I've seen it done. Who did I see do this? Julie Cuts did this, and I like it. I like how it turned out. I don't know if I'm going to get the same results, but we shall see. So I'm going to take some UV resin, and I'm going to put some in here. Guess I'm going to need something to spread it out with. Let me see. Let me find a little tool here. I'm going to try this little silicone thing. I really don't like this little tool, but we'll see if it's got a purpose. I'm going to take some white pigment. I don't want it too opaque, but I want it opaque enough. I'm just going to put a drop in there. Let's see how that goes. Let me get a little stick. Well, let me just mix it with this. See how this mixes. You don't want it too opaque because you want your UV light to be able to penetrate the resin. You need the light source to be able to go through it in order to cure it. So I think I may have done that a little bit too opaque. Yes, so in that case, I'm going to add some more UV resin. And we're going to thin out that pigment. Still looks very opaque. I might add a little bit more UV resin. I need a lot of UV resin anyway. Not a lot, but more than what I'm used to using at one time. So I'm going to spread it out. So let me just get a little bit more in there. Trying to, the opacity is, there we go. That looks better. The one thing good about UV resin, as long as you're not working in the sunlight, or you don't have direct sunlight hitting it, it's not going to cure. So you can take as much time as you want with this part of the process. So there is my resin. Let me just wipe it off with a paper towel. Let's see how this turns out. I do have some baby wipe with some alcohol. And now I'm going to take this. Oh goodness. This still looks very opaque. Not really, not if you spread it out. And I am just going to, this thing don't work, just like I knew it wouldn't. I need something else to spread it out with. I don't like these little tools. I don't know why I keep giving these little things a chance. I might just get rid of them. I don't like it. I will get, let me see, how about this? Much better. Let me just pour some on there. Okay, and now we will spread it out. We're going to let it self-level. Get the resin off me. So let that self-level for a minute, and then we'll add the bubbles and cure it. You do need your UV light as soon as you hit the bubbles, or put the bubbles down. You do need your UV light ready to go. All right, let's get the bubbles going. I'm just going to swish it around like this, because I want the little bubbles. And you just want to scoop out the bubbles. You don't want, oh, I gotta get some bubbles on there, I guess. Come on, get off. I'm just using regular Dawn dish soap. And we're just gonna spread the bubbles around. You want to work fairly quick. You don't want the bubbles to pop. You don't want to pick up a bunch of water. You don't want to pick up any water if it can be helped. And then I'm going to hit it with my UV light. I'm going to let it cure for a couple minutes, and then we'll see what happens. Let's see what we have. Let's see, let me wipe that off. You want to get all the water off. I don't know, we'll see. I'm trying to figure out what's the, there's the bottom of it, okay. There's my little, now I gotta add some a coastline or wave line. Let me get my UV out. And now I'm going to add a little, let me get a smaller little dotting tool. Now we're going to add, I want my sand to go here, so we're going to add the coastline like this. Okay. Bring it out. I want to do another one right here. And let's do one more right here. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. And I think that'll be good. So I'm going to cure it. Let's see, does that look right? Well, we'll find out. Let's see if this cured. Yep, it's cured. Okay. Now I'm going to mix up some resin, some epoxy resin, and I'm going to mix in some sand, and we'll do that when I come back. Okay, I have just under an ounce of resin mixed. I'm going to put this to the side for a minute. Get out this cup. This is my own little sand mixture. I have a little bit of filler sand for vases, a little bit of copper mica powder, what else? Diamond dust, mica powder, sand filler, and a little bit of clear glitter. So I'm just gonna do that much right now. Let's see, maybe not that much. We don't need a lot. We'll add sand as we go. I'm gonna add some of this resin. I don't want the sand to be real wet. I want it to be pasty. Okay, I can put some more in and add some more resin. Okay, I got my sand little mixture here, and I want to, that's why I got this little stick. I want to just spread it out. I don't want it too thick, but I want it where I want it. I see I have a little fishy there. I don't want the fish under the sand. That would look stupid. I put him too close to... Well, I actually had no plan of where this was all going, so I am winging it. We will see how it turns out. I know I said I didn't want this thick, but I want a good coat down. Like so. And I want to come over here a little bit. Don't want a straight line, that's for sure. Looks like a straight line, doesn't it? I can come up this way a little bit. As long as that fish don't get buried by my sand, I'll be good. We can come up this way too a little bit. Push it down. All right. Let me see. So I want to put some more of the blue behind this. All right, I think that's good. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to let this cure. I'm not going to turn on the heat mat. I'm just going to cover it and let it cure. And once it's cured, we'll come back and do these and top it off. So I will see you as soon as this cures. All right, these are cured. I have just under 4 ounces of resin mixed. I have my Nic Pro resin dye in the sky blue and in the blue. I'm going to do sky blue here. So I'm going to do 2 drops. Mix it up, shake them. So I'm going to do 2 drops of the sky blue in there. 1, 2. No, do 4 drops. It's 2 ounces. 3, 4. Okay, I'll mix that up. Everything I have that I'm using will be in the description box. Things I use most of the time will be listed at the bottom. It'll say, I don't know, things most often used, and that will have my mats, my cups, everything I can think of that I use regularly on a regular basis. My vacuum chamber, yeah, everything. At the very top, that's the color that'll be. At the very top of the description box, it'll be the stuff that I used in the current video. Molds, colorings, just stuff like that. Trying to make it easier for anybody to, or everybody, to find the stuff that I use. I don't need 2, I just need 1. So if you have any questions about stuff that I'm using, just check the description box. Because if I use it, or I think that it's something that I do use regular, I will put it in the description box. If it's not there, it might have been something that I couldn't find. It's no longer available, because a lot of this, not a lot, but some of the stuff I use, I bought years ago. So if you don't see a link for some of the stuff, it's because of that, or I forgot. So if you see something, just let me know in the comments, and I can either let you know that I can't find it, and it's currently unavailable, or I can try and find something that's similar. And sometimes I'll try and find things that are similar, and I will put in there that it is similar to what I'm using in the video. Like, it'll be a different seller, but it's just the same. I do try to really pay attention to the sizing of stuff, because I know sometimes we'll shop and you think you're getting something that's this big and it's actually the size of nothing, you know. So I try to pay attention to that. Try to pay attention to the pricing, because you can find things that are the same but different, cheaper prices, or less expensive options. So yeah, so I'm just going, oh, you know what I forgot to do is my dazzling diamond. I do want that in there, so let me get that mixed in real quick. get me a spoon. Like I said, I'm not even really picking anything up with the spoon. I'm just dipping the spoon in, and what adheres to the spoon goes in the cup. Okay, now I'm going to just pour, and hopefully I have enough mixed up. If I don't have enough mixed up, I will mix up some more and just top it off camera. So should be. It's just hard to tell because of the sand. Because I know this only holds so much. Okay. It's looking good. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this scraped out. I don't want to have to mix up more, but I will. I might have to. Because I want this domed. Dome is, I don't want this to have any sharp edges on it. That's all that means. So yeah, I can, let me see. Yeah, it needs a little bit more, so I'm going to just top it off, and then I'll be back for the demold. All right, these are cured. I also have these. I've been doing, this is some of the molds that I do on the side. So I'm gonna just unmold this. I'm making these for my granddaughters, and of course, when I make for my granddaughters, I have to make for their little friends. That one turned out cute. It looks like it's got the glitter on the top, but actually it's right here. There's no glitter here. So I got that one, and then I got this one. This one might need some trimming to do. Let's see what we got. This one, I'm always worried that I'm gonna rip this mold because it's so thin. Yeah, I got some cleanup to do, not much. Got that one. So now I have these to do for my, I have already got 3 or 4 of them made in the other room. But they're cute. They love their shakers, boy. So I got these for them. So I just thought I'd show that. I don't know if I'm gonna record just doing the shaker part of it. I might not. So that's those. So now onto this. Onto this. Let's see what this turned out. So let me get this started. Never used this mold. I have no idea what it's gonna, how it turned out, or how it looks. So we'll be surprised together. Just want to flip that back. And this is using the Resiners resin. And this is what I was making when I reviewed the mixer and the resin. But this is the Resiners resin. And this is what I was using the resin for. It turned out beautiful. I hope my camera is picking up the color of that. That turned out gorgeous. There is a 2-tone green, but I don't know if that's picking up. So that's the bottom. So let's see. Yeah, it goes like that. So let's see what, this is what I'm curious about. This took as much resin as this. I think this ended up taking 5 ounces total. That's with the sand. That is cute. That is really cute. It's a little distorted because of it being the shells, but you can see the you can make out the starfish, the shells. You can see that is supposed to be like a water line, and you got the 3 fish. That turned out really cute. Let's see if it goes on here. That is really cute. I really like that. Yeah. I really like it. It was a little, the bottom was a little distorted and the top don't fit. It's not like a snug fit. There is a way to fix that. If you want to fix that, you would just set this in a hot water, like a hot tap water, not boiling water. Just really hot tap water. Let it sit, I don't know, 5 minutes. And then while this is still in the water, you can then put this on it and press it down, and then pull it out of the water with this still attached, let it cool down, and you'll have a nice little fit. So I will go do that and bring it up and show you. Okay, I just pulled this out. The bottom half I put in my bathroom sink, and I let the water get as hot as my bathroom sink will get. And then I set this in the water, I think 3 minutes. And then, because resin will soften up in hot water. You don't need boiling water, just hot tap water. And I set this on, made sure that I had it on the right way. Still got a little water in there, but I'm going to let this cool down. It's already starting to cool down. It cools down pretty quick. And I'm letting it cool down with the lid on it. You see the lid is fitting now. It fits all the way around. Okay. I'm just showing how you can, if you have molds with lids and the lids don't, it seem like they don't fit right, you know, because whatever piece is the wonky piece, that's the piece you want to put in the hot water. You could even submerge both in the hot water and fit it while it, you know, once it softens up a little bit, and then pull it out with the lid on, and then let it cool down. You also want to make sure when you do this that your both pieces are fully cured when you do this, because if you put like bendy, I mean, you could even, if you unmold this and it's still a little bendy, you could fit the 2 pieces together, but you don't want to leave the lid on the bottom part in that state for long, because it will cure together. So I like to do it once the pieces are completely cured. This had been sitting, well, the bottom half had been sitting in the mold about 48 hours. The bottom half has been sitting in the mold for about 48 hours while I worked on the top half. So, and the top half had been curing, it was in the mold for about 24 hours. So they were cured. I mean, they probably still have some curing to do, but cured enough to put it in the hot water. Okay, now it's cured enough. Now I can take the lid off. So I got water still in there. And I'm just going to wipe the water out. I really like how this turned out. I'm looking at it. And it's cured now. Now, before, when I first pulled it out of the mold, it wasn't fitting. And I was just going to do that off camera, you know, do this part of it. And I thought, well, you know, it's a good time to, it's a good learning opportunity. Okay. And now, as you see, this fits it was not fitting at all. Now it fits. The only thing about this mold is, I think it's because I have the sand down. It's really hard to tell where the bottom point is until you got to really look at it. But as you see, it's completely closed. There's no gaps, and this wasn't closing at all when I first unmolded it. So I just wanted to show that. Now that I'm probably going to let it sit like this, because this is still just a tiny bit warm from the water. So I'll probably let it sit like this, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And then I'll pull the lid off and let it sit without the lid on for about a week. I never put the lids on my molds and let it until about a week after I pull them out of the molds. And then I know they're not going to cure together. But yeah, I just wanted to show that. So there it is. So I hope you like that little bit of how to fix something like that, how to fix your lids. So there is my sea in a seashell. I hope you like it. I like it. I like it. I wish I could see a little clearer in there, but like I said, the shell itself, the top part of the shell, is distorting it a little bit, but I can tell what it is, especially when you're looking on it in person. I can see the individual shells and the pearls. I really can't make out I can make out the starfish because I know the starfish is in there. Would I do the starfish again? No. Not in this. The other shells and the pearls and the little fish, yes. But yeah, I really like that. I do. I like it. I can see the sparkle that I have in my sand. So I just wanted to show you, and let me know what you think. If you like, if you even knew how to fix something like that. It's such an easy fix. I know when I first started resin that I would have thought, oh no, it doesn't go together. I can't use it. It's, it was a waste of resin. I would have never known. It's just simple to put it in hot water. So anyway, there is my little seashell. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave it in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And to my subscribers, I truly appreciate you. And you have a great day, and God bless. Bye.